like women were taught about going after resources rather than the man. But my only question was, what is more resourceful than a man that loves you?
Well, you did some pushing of your own.
They drew first blood, not me.
Look, let me come in and get you the hell out of there.
They drew first blood.
You don't think men have experienced the need to heal from trauma from women?
A broken heart. Excuse me, don't no woman want no virgin, and she don't want no man who not experienced. She wants a very sexually experienced man, and she wants who all the women want. So man ain't the same. Nature and reality told me that.
Told you that.
Arrest me, Daddy.
Yeah. So a man who has a lot of women is extremely valued in society, and they progress in society, and they become great lovers when they deal with a lot of women. They know how to talk to women, and they know how to maneuver with women, and they know women's games. So if you don't have access to women, that woman will use you instead of the man using her.
But isn't the man supposed to be more experienced? Like, aren't you supposed to vet and go through the process of women? So that would be expected, as opposed to a woman going through a slew of men trying to figure it out. So wouldn't that be different though?
But make sure you stay on my point. If I deal with 20 women, it makes me happy. If you deal with 20 men, it compromises you and it traumatizes you. It's not natural for you.
And that's what I'm saying. So when you say you deal with the 20 women, these 20 women are not the high caliber pick up a pick. You're dealing with women who are, they're not. There's a caliber of different women. Okay, we don't even have to go through that. My point that I'm making is, like, after you've gone through so many of those women, are you telling me there's no trauma that you need to hear from? Just every experience was great. You just geared up, you ready to go for
man ain't shot by no hoe. So if he dealing with hoes, that the hoe don't take him off guard. That's a hoe. It's the woman who he thought wasn't a hoe that breaks his heart, that messes him up almost for life. It's the woman that he trusted and thought it was an angel that messes him up when his heart gets broken. It ain't the hoes that's messing him up. The hoes keep him on his feet. But the women, when the man give him your heart and she breaks his heart, that's what can traumatize a man.
And I can sit here and say a number and nobody gives a fuck. That shows there are clearly key biological differences, and there are key socio differences between men and female. They're gonna sit here and pretend that we're all the same and that we're all equal and that they can do everything a man can do and all this crap, but they won't even sit and say how many men they've slept with, because they understand intrinsically that their sexuality is actually completely differently wired than a man's sexuality. So it's important we keep that in mind. I think Myron actually said this first. When a woman doesn't like another, it's the first thing she calls her.
Oh.
Yep. So if a woman doesn't like another, first thing she says is she's promiscuous. And then we'll sit and go, I'm promiscuous, it doesn't matter. Then why are you using it as an insult to any other you don't like?
Right.
Since the dawn of human time, nobody has ever respected a promiscuous ever.
Forever, ever.
In any holy book, in any society, there's never been a story which is complimentary about a girl who's promiscuous. It's only the opposite. Chastity, virginity, being hard to achieve, hard to obtain, hard to get. Nobody's ever been singing the praises of a ever, until this new modern world where they've come along and decided, how do we make men and dislike each other so nobody has children? Yep. How do we get men to give up their warrior spirit? How do we prevent men from going to the streets and finally taking their country back? I know what we'll do. We'll get them scared of their wives. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get him married to some who treats him like Yeah. Tell him if he leaves her, he loses everything he's ever worked for and needs to sit at home and over some who barely likes him. She's allowed to go out and drink with the boys. You can't even tell her not to do that. This is all done on purpose. And they've really somehow convinced this new generation of that being promiscuous is somehow a win. It is a L. There is no bigger L for a than being left and right by guys who barely remember her. Yeah. That is the biggest L on the planet. And if you've been psyoped into believing that's a good thing and that you somehow win, you are definitely a slave to the Matrix. You need to wake up and understand the most important thing you have as your number one trump card in the world. In fact, the only advantage you have on this planet is your sexuality. You're not bigger than men. You're not stronger than men. You're not smarter than men. You can't resist enslavement like men. You're more lazy than men. You can't do anything a man can do. The only thing you've got is, and if you're throwing it away to any in Pennsylvania who drives a Toyota, you need to think twice about what you're doing.
Also, I would like to answer your question, Ms. Pearl. You said, what would we expect y'all to do if you're saying that y'all were taught this, right? Or if this is a society norm? The same thing that y'all do with every other society norm, especially when it doesn't benefit you. You throw it away. Y'all, when we said it was a society norm for y'all to sit y'all ass down at home and take care of the kids, y'all threw that shit out the window as quickly as a pot of piss. So if you could throw that out, if you could throw out all the shit that you don't like that are society norms, then you could throw out all the shit that we don't like as society norms. So like Bruiser said, y'all live in a society where you no longer have to do that. You don't have to go outside and be like, oh man, I need to get the biggest, baddest person to take care of me, because you can take care of yourself. You, him can come together and y'all can be the shit together and work hard together. But y'all don't do that. What y'all do is y'all like to take all the society norms that benefit y'all and then throw out all the ones that benefit men that don't benefit you. And all the programming that you had in your head that told you that it was okay for you to just sit back and make demands all day and expect men to just come in and take care of you, you can throw that shit out the window too.
No matter what title you can have in the business or professional world, nobody in that world will love you. A man can love you and get you the world. So what would be more resourceful than a man that loves you?